you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get started. On the right, Steve.
Cam McGrone, ever since he's gotten into your starting lineup, has given you the ability to do certain things. Talk about how he's affected your defense and where you've seen him develop.
Physicality, speed, and getting better and better with understanding all the adjustments to the defensive calls, his responsibilities, and the others around him. Just playing really good football.
On the left, Ryan.
What was your assessment of Sean Keene's play and how important to have him back in offense, especially when it comes to blocking?
Yeah, that's a astute eye by you. Sean had a terrific game. He did a really good job blocking ends and linebackers. It was a big key in a lot of in the pass protection and in the run game, and also made a couple big catches, especially the long third down. He had a terrific game. Means a lot to have him back.
On the left there, Larry.
What jumps out at you so far looking at Indiana on tape, both sides?
Really good football team. I think they've done Tom Allen's done a great job with the program there and with the ball club. Defensively, I think he's built that team into being a winning team through the defense. It's a physical front up front and very athletic in the secondary and at the linebacker position. They got a lot of good schemes and adjustments. They're very good by formation through the very different formations, different calls to get to the same defense of structure. I think he's got a lot of enthusiasm. He's really focused. You can tell as a coach, and I think that rubs off on his football team. And they play sound offensively. They don't beat themselves, and they make big plays. Good-looking team too. They, from a physical standpoint and an athletic standpoint, and the way they run, they've done a great job.
In the front there, Ryan.
With the way you guys are playing, do you feel like you can go toe-to-toe with any team in the country right now?
Well, Indiana's going to be tough to beat, but I think we will be tough to beat too.
But I mean, as a whole, I mean, do you feel like you guys are at a place where you can compete, with
I definitely think
top hours?
Just what I said. Yeah, that's what I really think.
On the right, Chris.
Coach, guessing Shea was your offensive player of the game for this game?
Shea and Ronnie Bell.
Okay. And
then
Ronnie
was terrific. Shea was terrific. Yes.
And then defense and special teams. Who were those players of the game for you?
Defensively, Amber Thomas and Lavert Hill. Special teams, Quinn Nordine and Kalik Hudson.
Stoney.
Jim, when did flexing your muscles on the sideline become a taunting penalty? And the conference talked to you about why they threw a flag for that?
We have a question in on it right now, but it's a good question. I think he just flexed one, but it should probably be spelled out. I watch a lot of TV, watch a lot of football games, and I see a lot of gestures. I know remember that being something you couldn't do, but should be a good thing to talk about. I mean, you got a radio program, you can probably fill a lot of air with that one. Yeah, I'd be curious to know as well. I know there's some emphasis made at not at a player, but that certainly Tariq wasn't at a player, an opposing player, so it'd be good to get some clarity.
left, Larry?
Why do you think Hudson has a knack of blocking punts, something that's pretty hard to do without a penalty or period?
Yeah, he really does. He does have a knack. I mean, I think if you start there, it's been really good technique that he's developed. Really good coaching of that technique. You know, it's a lot of times it's when you block against go against a shield punt. You know, they have 2 or 3 blockers. You know, it's you're trying to outman them by 1, and you don't know who of those 3 on the 2 shield punt blockers, or the 4 on the 3 is going to actually get blocked, and who's going to come free. And you know, there's a you know, it's a team group effort there to try to get that punt blocked. But he definitely has a great technique. You know, when he lays out, or when he's trying to get the ball off the punter's foot, and he gets down onto the ground real fast too. He's blocked the most in Michigan history that we can find, or recorded Michigan history, because we were interested in that. Apparently, Dave could fill you in that before 1990.
Marquise Walker had 4. That was the most prior to Tweaks, 5.
But there was a time where they didn't
Stats back prior to the 90s.
They didn't keep stats of what a blocked punt, who the blocked punt was by. But I'd be curious to know if there's anybody who's blocked more in college football. Another interesting thing came up from a statistician perspective. We were looking at it, and there's some teams that count a block punt that it has to be blocked to be behind the line of scrimmage, and Penn State, if they even tip the ball and it goes past the line of scrimmage, they count that as a block punt. So interesting that, because they showed 2 block punts on the year this year, but one was actually caught 40 yards downfield.